Hey, what the fuck is up, y'all? This is KreyzMcKormik up in this motherfucking bitch. And I already see that there is a failure on this end. For some reason, the chat is not showing up. So let me see if I can get that fixed real quick. Okay, so there's that. Wouldn't be a show without shit getting fucked up, am I right? So this shouldn't take too long. But while I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and go into the factors. So basically, yeah, your usual shilling. And I see that Fizzle True Story and Juanito Ackerman starting up in this in the chat, and anybody else, welcome, because I love fucking talking to my crowd. But Super Chat still not available, obviously, but I'm about a quarter of the way there, which is, thank God, because I've been working very hard to try to get things done with this. But Streamlabs is available. There's a link in the description if you want to help support the channel. Go ahead and click the link below for Super Chat or for Streamlabs and plink something down. It's not necessary, but it is appreciated. T-shirts are also available in the Drakengard store. And once again, link in the description below for that motherfucker. Then there's also Patreon if you want to become a patron. Links in the description as well. You can check that out. Oh, there goes the chat. Cool. I don't have to do shit. What up, Big Ninja? So, there is that. And as you can see at the bottom of the middle area, I have shit with YouTube updated its look again. Oh, God. I don't know much about that. I haven't been paying attention. But anyways, as you can see at the bottom part of the middle area, I have like a little donation ticker right there. Still trying to fucking gain up whatever I can with your support and your help to try to get my car fixed. I mean, it's still running and everything, but, you know, I still need to updo. But then again, you know, with my job that I've been doing, I've actually been doing pretty well for myself financially. I just need the time and the availability to be able to get the part replaced and all of that shit. Gmail looks all bubbly and retarded. Well, fuck. So one of the first things that I do want to talk about before I get into everything that's been going on, you know, every once in a while, I've really been lacking on it, but I do want to bring up the whole thing about, you know, the job and work and stuff like that. So last week, what up, Travis? Haven't seen you in a grip. You better subscribe to this fucking motherfucker and hit that bell, Travis. So, anyways, yeah, so going on with the job and shit. Last week, Wednesday, DoorDash ended up coming into play, and still had some scheduled time with Grubhub that I scheduled myself. So I was trying to do what I could to double dip, you know, just to test the waters to see what it would be like to try to do two delivery services at once. It was a fucking pain in the ass, but luckily though, I ended up being able to make like $225 with DoorDash in that time alone, and still made enough money with Grubhub to actually be able to get the bills paid up. And I get paid tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that shit's going to fucking turn out. But this week I've pretty much been doing shit kind of lazily, and just basically, once again, you know, testing waters just to see how things turn out. Shit ought to be fucking good. Which, yeah, you know, I can't fucking complain at all about, you know, about how the shit's been going. I'm earning money. I've got money coming in for gas and all of that shit. So, you know, things are working fucking smooth. So it, you know, it'll probably take a little bit of time before I'm actually able to get my bills caught up, because that's one of the fucking goals that I've got going on right now, is just getting the bills caught up, and I'm still putting in that fucking effort into the whole laws of attraction thing in order to keep things running smooth and that shit. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, it's actually been fucking working out very well for me. So, you know, I mean, I'm making like $500 take home, and then like $225 for gas. And then I've got a separate card for, that I'm putting all the money in for gas and all of that shit. Fucking smooth as shit. So I can't complain. But nevertheless, though, like the things that, you know, maybe I might be able to save up enough money so that way I won't have to ask you for support to fix my car. Because, you know, that shit just looks kind of janky. Instead, I would just say, you know what, fuck it. Y'all motherfuckers, you know, like this month, you know, the money that I'm going to get from y'all, whether it be for Patreon or for the Streamlabs or anything like that, you know, maybe I should just not even bother putting it into the car. I should probably start investing a little bit more into upgrading all of my stuff for this, because I'm using a very slow ass fucking laptop in order to get shit done up on here. I've got it hooked up to my TV to act as a second monitor. And see, the sad thing is that the laptop that I'm using right now is just powerful enough to run this, and that's it. I want to do more with it, you know, so that way I can actually get some other stuff done. Not just limited to doing the live stream on here, but also to have something that I can actually sit down at a desk and fucking use a desktop in order to maybe edit videos and, you know, get some, you know, get better camera, get better recording quality, get better audio quality, as well as, you know, even getting proper lighting rather than having to rely on this and my television in order to fucking get the lighting right. Not to mention the way that the lighting is, like my fucking hat looks off color, my shirt's off color, my background is terrible, you know, all that type of stuff. So I think what it is, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to be like, you know what, fuck it, Streamlabs and Patreon and all of that other shit, like that's definitely got to start going into the stuff that I need in order to fucking get working on. And speaking of Patreon, I might as well go ahead and shout out the motherfuckers that are doing the $5 for the shout outs, which basically is Sick Boy Kinsella, D Venom, Rick So Rude, and one other motherfucker. For some reason I can't fucking remember. Give me a second, I'll fucking pull up my Patreon so that way I can point that motherfucker out. Travis, I haven't talked to you in forever, man. How you been? Ah, yes, the homies Spooky Tuesday. I can't believe I forgot about that motherfucker. So, with that being said, I want to get into something, because with my last live stream, I was talking about how Alazul Ilu was in a distribution deal with Magic Ninja Entertainment. And I was listening to Guido, and he ended up saying some shit about how he thinks that, you know, that's what Twisted ought to do with M&E, is just do distribution deals and shit like that. What up, Yaya? Yeah, I feel you, Travis. I'm grinding myself. Nevertheless, though, you know, I've been, you know, I ended up talking to Guido or watching a live stream from Guido, and he ended up saying that he thinks that that's what Twisted ought to be doing with M&E, is just do distribution deals with other people's albums and stuff. You know, just sign them to these distribution deals. Like, they don't have to be on the fucking label. You know, they don't have to be label mates or anything like that. But that would probably be like a good retirement idea for Twisted. You know, if they ever decide to retire, then they could just do that, and then they'd be able to bank off of everybody else's distribution. Which, I mean, they already are, but you know, it is what it is. Personally, I can't necessarily fully agree with Guido on what he ended up saying in his live stream, because he ended up saying that what he thinks is that you know, he's kind of getting sick and tired of seeing motherfuckers that are, you know, that are signed to the label and recording while running them as owners. And I'm like, ICP does the same thing. I mean, what would Psychopathic wouldn't be Psychopathic without Insane Clown Posse. So eventually they are going to have to pass the torch, but I don't know. We'll have to see what it sounds like with ICP rapping by the time they're 85. But on the last podcast that I fucking did, somebody ended up posting a question. I already answered it, but the guy ended up asking, you know, because he said that he was cool with the 2 label thing, you know, because like I said before, it's more music for all, you know, but then there's this big kick in the nuts, and all the fucking artists end up going to Magic Ninja. You're talking about Blaze, Boondocks, ROC, Young Wicked, and Bones. You know, but you know, with everything that I was talking about the other day, he ended up asking me if I thought deep down if there would still be all of this dislike for Twisted and M&E if Twisted and everybody from Magic Ninja actually did do the fucking march. You know, would it really have changed anything? And I said yes. Guaranteed 100% everything would be different if Twisted actually did the march. See, the thing is that a lot of people were really relying on Twisted, I feel, to get up on here and, you know, for Twisted to get up on there and do their thing, you know, because that's what it was. Like, it was like supposed to be, we got nothing but Juggalo love. So if, you know, if you've got motherfuckers that are talking about how they got Juggalo love, well, you know what, motherfucker, prove it. You got, you know, you're going to have to prove this shit. Prove that you've got that family love, because, you know, and do the damn thing up on there. So, you know, so the only person out of everybody that fucking popped up on there, you know, that was supposed to pop up on there, everybody fucking bowed out because they weren't going to get paid in any way, shape, or form. The only person that actually did do anything was fucking Buckshot. So that's kind of fucking, it's kind of weak. But, you know, we can't erase the past. Now, in a Uwado the Watcher what if kind of situation, if Twisted did do the march, there wouldn't be so many people that are up on there and fucking, you know, that are up on the situation and fucking dogging on Twisted for not going. Like, that was the major problem. You know, a lot of people have been dogging on Twisted because they didn't go. Everybody's been dogging on that shit. So it, you know, and then in turn, it ended up creating the situation with, you know, the 6 foot, 7 foot video coming up, and then ended up coming out Pull Your Resume, and Fuego Flames fucking beefing with Gmo, Stephen Barton, you know, calling Gmo out on his shit, Acetone calling Gmo out on his shit. Gmo would probably have a better spot in the Juggalo community as well. Not just Twisted, but everybody on that fucking label. If Twisted showed up at the fucking march, you know, they would actually have more people buying their shit, and we wouldn't have all of this animosity going through. Now, my channel probably, you know, like all of my channels probably would not have as many subscribers as they do right now. The same thing with Child's Play Ninja and a lot of us. But a lot of us met up because of everything that had gone on. Because, you know, obviously, I'm not the only motherfucker who thinks the way that I do about the situation. And the same thing with like Child's Play Ninja and Captain Flannel and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, we probably would not have the situation like we have it right now. As a matter of fact, there's like, you know, there's a lot of other ins and outs, and there's a lot of other things that would not have happened, like at all. There are some situations that would have taken a while to fucking happen, but it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been like, okay, we probably could have bumped into each other at some given point in time. It probably would have been a long time down the road before we actually met up with each other and found each other and fucking started, you know, interacting with each other. You know, as of right now, like as an example, like if it wasn't for all of this, like I wouldn't be putting the link to this fucking live stream in Discord right now, like I am. It would still take a while for motherfuckers to find each other, just, you know. And I've been beating around the bush about this part, but if Twisted actually did go to the march, trickling down the fucking, you know, just trickling down everything that's been going on over the last year and a half. One of the things, too, that would never have happened was BBS fucking beating the shit out of Stephen Barton's cousin. We would still have DCG Con and everything. DCG Con would have gone through with flying colors, and there would have been no problems. You know, that was one of the main things that was, you know, that had happened. And it's all because people now are choosing sides. If there were no chance of choosing sides and everybody was buying from Psychopathic as well as Magic Ninja, then I think that would have been the situation. See, a lot of people tend to have this mindset that, oh, well, because somebody like myself is not supporting Twisted or Magic Ninja Entertainment, that we all of a sudden hate them. And that was another thing that I brought up the other day because of a video from DC Fago Guy. Because DC Fago Guy ended up saying it makes no sense for somebody to not buy an album because they don't like the fucking record label. Which I ended up explaining that that's not the case. I had to explain all of this. But the answer basically is that yes, 100%, there would be a huge difference in the amount of people that would be taking, you know, that would be choosing both sides over one. There would be a lot of things that would not have happened. Child's Play Ninja wouldn't be as popular as he is. I wouldn't be as popular as I am. Well, it would take me longer to get more people to fucking watch the shit that I fucking put up out here. There, you know, BBS wouldn't have had any reason to lay an attack on fucking people on the internet. Acetone would still be an asshole, but I doubt that it would have been to a level that it took. It wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be Paul as well as his brother fucking talking shit on CPN. And there wouldn't also be Chuck Reeves. Chuck Reeves would still be obscure. And no one on YouTube would even know who the fuck he is because of that shit. Sid Jones wouldn't be fucking doing shit with you know, the last American rock stars. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad that came out of the, you know, the split, but there's also a lot of good and a lot of bad that would have happened without the split. Everything, I think, would be the exact opposite of what it is right now. And it would have changed a lot. Twisted not going to the march changed everything. And it's fortunate and unfortunate at the same time. What's going on, Ryan? And that was the question that ended up actually fucking being asked. And that was my answer. It would have been a complete 180 if Twisted actually did fucking show up at the march. And I think it would have been the shit. It would have been great to see that they really do care about us. But because of the fact that they didn't show up, it really shows where their fucking ties are with family. And no matter what they do, it doesn't take away the fact that they have never apologized. And there's a lot of ninjas that are out there that are willing to actually just let bygones be bygones. But Twisted isn't fucking doing what they need to do. Instead, Jamie is basically constantly co-signing with whatever it is that Paul fucking says. We don't see what Jamie really feels about this shit. Paul, on the other hand, is more vocal about everything that's going on, and he's a huge fucking diva because of it. But also, I think that there would be a lot of other stuff that would not have come about if it wasn't for, if it wasn't for the march, the march thing. One of those things is actually what I wanted to fucking talk about. So that's so this being the next thing, which was Attack of the Ninjas. Now this is an advertisement for the pre-party, Thursday, August 23rd, and the main thing is drive-by. But they also have other things like, motherfuckers from Native World, Ground Zero, Red, Body Bag Syndicate, things of that nature. Now, obviously, I don't have any intentions on going. I mean, obviously, because it's a fucking Magic Ninja entertainment thing. So I don't want to go. As much as I love, Blaze and ABK and Drive-By and shit like that, I'm not going because I know that it's a fucking M&E show. And then having Body Bag Syndicate up on there, on that fucking list, that's just even more reason for me not to fucking go. Because of what they did, I refuse outright to fucking support their shit. Frankie can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. Especially, fucking ducking me to, that motherfucker walked right past me and went right after Stephen Barton's cousin as they beat the shit out of him and fucking smashed his face with a skateboard. Because that dude looked less threatening than me. I may not look like much right now, but I am a pretty big motherfucker. Now, the thing about this, though, and why I brought this up was mainly due to the fact that I saw this. And this is actually something from DC Fago Guy. Now, I talked about him the other day, and I said, I said some pretty harsh shit about his video about Alazul Ilu. But, like I said before, I consider him a friend, and this is my defense on him. Because I ended up actually seeing this shit, and this pissed me right the fuck off. I know. Nobody's gonna steal anything out of my car.
That's what you think.
What are they gonna steal? A fucking bag? I'll roll it up. I gotta take garbage downstairs soon anyways. See, like this fucking pissed me off to the core because DC Fago Guy, he's remaining in the middle despite all of the other shit. There's even some things that he and I have talked about when it concerned like the whole debacle between Jugganati and Juggalo Family Love. He ended up actually unfriending a couple of people. So, myself included, and I talked to him about that shit, and I was like, look, man, I still consider you a friend, and I can understand if you don't want anything to do with this. But that's neither here nor there at this juncture. So what you're seeing right now is a message that says that he was planning on hitting the pre-party because he wants to see Drive-By perform live at the Attack of the Ninjas. Now, Chuck ends up fucking coming up on here. Chuck fucking Reeves. And he says that DC Fago guy is not welcome, and he makes sure that he feels that way. Now, I've looked at it on Instagram, I've seen it on Facebook, and I've seen it on Twitter, and I even fucking retweeted it, and I shared that shit because this pissed me off. Who the fuck does Chuck think that he is to have the gumption to fucking tell DC Fago guy that he's not allowed to fucking go to this event? He can go if he wants to. Why? Because he's a Juggalo YouTuber? Does that automatically make it so he's a part of the fucking Jugganauty? He's got pictures of him with other fucking naughty family, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's fucking naughty. He doesn't want anything to do with that shit, and he doesn't want any ramifications of being around that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. I'm a big friend of, I still consider him a homie. I'll give him shit when shit is needed to give, but still. What? Chuck said that he would get Sid Jones banned from Attack of the Ninjas? Motherfucker, please, Chuck. I mean, if that's what he's trying to fucking say, motherfucker, please. Sid Jones has more pull in Magic Ninja than you do. You're just a fucking host. I don't see him fucking hanging out on 7 and 8 Mile with with fucking people that know Eminem and shit. I don't fucking see Chuck Reeves fucking hanging out with Lars at a barbecue in Detroit on 8 Mile. I saw Sid Jones do that. So, like, this right here, and what you're telling me, Ryan, right now, is that you're telling me that Chuck is saying this shit to Sid Jones. That's fucking laughable. And on top of that, he's fucking saying that to DC Fago guy. And at first glance, I thought, who the fuck does Chuck think he is to say who is and is not allowed to fucking go to an event? I personally choose not to. But DC Fago guy is willing to fucking take the drive over to Detroit to fucking go see Attack of the Ninjas, or wherever the hell Attack of the Ninjas is. I don't know if I saw that. But that's fucking retarded for Chuck to say that shit. And I thought that shit right off the jump. But I ended up finding out exactly why it is that Chuck thinks that he has the right to say that type of shit. And it's right here at the top of the fucking thing. You can take a look at that right there. Replicon Radio and the East Coast Beast Hosts present. They are the ones that are presenting Attack of the Ninjas. Oh, it's in Kokomo? Okay, whatever. Fuck it. It's like I care. Because, I care enough to know that it exists, but I don't care where it is because I'm not going to it. Nor do I have the intention. But nevertheless, though, this right here can show you exactly the reason why Chuck thinks he has the clout to be able to say who is and is not allowed to fucking go to this event. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no fucking sense. Why you would try to detract people who want to fucking go to this type of shit. It makes no goddamn sense. Like, you're fucking retarded. And I would love to hear fucking Chuck try to explain this type of shit. And I agree with DC Fago guy when he fucking posted it up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter that it is a shame that Magic Ninja Entertainment would actually work with somebody like this. Somebody who is trying to fucking make it so people don't want to go to this shit. The fuck is that? That is retarded as shit. It's pathetic. Let's see. Ryan says that he's just pumped to get that UGA very limited edition of Apollyon edition that got cease and desist letter yet? Oh, you did actually get that thing? I heard about that. Like, I guess it's a cover or something like that. Like, there's a cover on it that, like, they had to get they ended up getting a cease and resist letter. Cease and desist. Right? Now, Ryan, this goes exactly with what I was saying the other day. If Buckshot did not have that distribution deal with UGA, I would probably be down to listen to it. But I have to stick to my convictions. As much as I miss listening to a lot of the artists that are on there, and buying their shit, I just can't do it. Like I said, I know how their fucking contracts work with recording artists and shit. But yeah, that was basically the major issue that I actually wanted to talk about, was just the fact that DC Fago guy ended up, ended up fucking posting that shit, and that was pissy. It's very disrespectful. And it's like, it's shit like that just makes me wonder, how the fuck does Chuck maintain an audience? And why the fuck is it that Twisted is so willing to work with him? Is it because he's that much a level of a bitch? That he's willing to fucking, suck enough fucking cock in order to get that shit done? That fucking bullshit. Let's see. If you're still following wrestling, you need to drop in for a guest spot on my show. Fuck yeah, I follow wrestling, dude. I watch it all the time. I mean, I ended up missing out on the fucking SummerSlam because my subscription expired. But yeah, I ended up following it up, watching Raw and SmackDown. So yeah, I'm still following it, shit. But yeah, get a hold of me on Facebook, Travis, and we'll fucking talk. Just give me some details and we'll fucking talk about that shit. See, Ryan says, well, the CD is one on Mob Shop, not M&E. But it is still being distributed by M&E. So, like, M&E has their hand in it in some way, shape, or form. So, I can't fuck with that. See, Siznak, I feel the same way. I really liked Underground Avengers and A.X.E, but seeing as where they are, I'm good, fam. Alright, will do, Travis. Yeah, see, like, it's the exact same thing for me. I refuse to buy anything from Magic Ninja Entertainment or anything that, or go to their events or anything like that. Like, they don't have to fucking ban me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going. Because, like, I know where that fucking money goes. And, the reality is that that's what a record company is all about, is fucking making money. But then again, everything is like, shit, I'm up on here. I'm about making money. Other than fucking supporting you guys, of course, but like, money is a good driving force. See, Smartdown Radio, I'll hit you up for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to fucking hit that podcast up because I'm gonna have to hear how you guys have been doing. How long you been doing that, Travis? See, not the re-release of album, it's strictly mob style. The back of the CD has no M&E logos. Yeah, so then it's a good fucking, the new album is M&E though. Like the remake, yeah, you have to get I'd have to actually look for the old one to make sure that I fucking got it, not the re-release. But like Underground Avengers right now is through M&E, and chances are you're probably, when you get it, it's going to be a fucking CDR. There's a high chance. And same thing with A.X.E. I'm looking. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how many fucking people are going to post pictures of their fucking albums of A.X.E. through M&E and Underground Avengers through M&E, and fucking seeing if they're actually CDRs to see if maybe Twisted hasn't learned their lesson yet. I swear to God that they're doing that on purpose. And the reason why I say that is like they, you know, it's already happened twice. If it happens a third time, really, like, it's really to a point where they're just like, yeah, somebody is fucking trying to take a top dollar. Because, like, what's the old saying? You fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, shame on you. Like, at this point in time, I would say that Twisted needs to fucking get a new distribution company and not through the ones that they're doing right now. Aren't they fucking distributing their albums through Fontana or something right now? Because they might just be giving them like so much money and telling, you know, because like getting a CDR and then getting a fucking actual CD, like there's a difference in price. $90 for CD and yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, I swear to God, like these are the two next albums that are fucking coming up. Now, I'm surprised that Charlie and the Phil Factory didn't have shit like this going on. But if it ever happens again, like, you know, if it ever happens again, I swear to God that anybody else that buys anything CD-wise from Magic Ninja Entertainment again are just straight up fools. Did you reheat that chicken?
No.
Why am I smelling chicken? I don't know why I'm smelling chicken. Oh, by the way, babe, you want to say hi to Travis?
Huh?
You want to say hi to Travis?
Hi, Travis.
All right, Katie said hi, Travis.
I'm eating 2 chungus.
Oh, are you? Are they chicken?
I don't know.
I swear to God, I smell chicken. What's funny is the people trying to act like they don't support Twisted, but then are like, I can't wait for Fright Fest. Oh, but I'm only going for UGA and Ala Zulu Elu. Fuck them all. Like, you know, that's my stance on it right now. As long as Twisted are fucking owners of Magic Ninja Entertainment, fuck every single one of them. He said, hey, hey.
What Travis are you talking?
Travis.
Oh.
Yeah. What other Travis do I know? Apparently he started a podcast. He wants me to fucking do one up with him. It's a wrestling podcast. Apparently he might need somebody who is actually in favor of Roman Reigns on his podcast. I'm only buying UGA because I support Buckshot. He's a homie to me. He has me on a special list of people who he will hold stuff for and tell me about stuff coming out on his label. Travis just said, "Oh my God." What? Like that's the deal, man. Like I have to, like, or no loving tonight. Right, Ryan, I understand that to an extent. I really do wish that they weren't on M&E. All you have to do is say you're a fan of Buck, and he will put you on that list. Oh, you said yeah, kinda. Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, because you need that color commentator. You and Brother Bob can go rounds. Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I watch wrestling still, and I see it from a different perspective. Like, I no longer have that "it's still real to me, damn it" kind of perspective. You know, and I wish that Buckshot didn't fucking do that, you know? And see, Buck and Class are two of the most desperate rappers. Oh my god. Oh, damn, Siznak, damn. Oh, man. I can't fucking confirm nor deny that. Like, that's all I'm saying is I can't fucking agree or disagree to that. Like, cause I really, to be totally honest, like, I don't listen to Class and I don't listen to Buckshot. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, like, it is what it is with them. Thoughts on Roman winning the title? Um, well, I mean, a lot of people, like, here's the thing. A lot of people in the fucking uh in the fucking WWE universe, like, they still don't want Roman Reigns to fucking hold the strap because they're looking at him the exact same way that they look at fucking uh John Cena after all those years. But for me, I felt that see, remember when being a juggalo was fucking easy? You just put on a goddamn tape and enjoy that shit. It wasn't all drama all day, and you had bitches who ran to start their own company. See, Travis, like that. That's let me get back to that. I'm gonna finish up what Ryan wanted to say. Now, at this point in time, like, I've always been a fan of Roman Reigns. I like him, and I think that he's a good fucking choice because he's not a too big, meaty fucking wrestler like Vince McMahon fucking jerks off to nightly over, like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was pissing me off because of the fact that he would be holding the title and not defending it. He'd only be defending it like at the Big Four and shit like that. So at a point in time, I was basically like, you know what? Anybody but Brock fucking Lesnar holding that Universal title. Because I want to see my champion and stuff like that. Now, granted, that's something that they probably ended up writing into the storyline, or that might have been the way that his contract was written. But still, I want to see somebody who's actually fucking signed full time holding the strap. I would rather have that than having Roman Reigns, than having not Roman Reigns, but to have Brock Lesnar fucking hold that title and not do anything with it. And then all of a sudden I get a tweet alert and it's Paul Heyman fucking bragging about the fact that he's been the advocate for not just Brock Lesnar but for CM Punk as well, and both of them held that title for over a fucking year each. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, I can understand if Brock Lesnar was actually wrestling and every fucking week and being able to defend the title and showing their prowess and increasing his craft and shit like that, but they treated the Universal title like it was a fucking UFC title. Like, that was pissing me off. Like, when are we gonna, like, there's a reason why the fucking Intercontinental title is for mid-cards. Mid-cards aren't supposed to be main eventing fucking pay-per-views. That was the problem that I had with that. Okay, so Travis, you ended up asking, remember when being a juggalo was fucking easy? You just put in a goddamn tape and enjoyed that shit, and it wasn't all drama all day, and you had bitches who ran to start their own company and totally slap people in the face. We broke that shit down today. See, Travis, here's the thing, though. I never had a problem. Really, I never had a problem with Twisted fucking breaking off and starting their own company, as I explained the other day to a lot of other people. What I thought was really cool about that is the fact that, now there's two companies. Each one is going to have specific artists that we all would be able to enjoy. That was the idea that I would, that I had hoped for. But then all of that March shit ended up fucking falling apart, and all of the drama ended up consuming everybody. Like that's where the real problem is. I never had a problem with Twisted fucking starting Magic Ninja. I did, however, have a problem with them slapping everybody in the face and saying that they weren't going to march, because that really shows their fucking support to the Juggalo cause in and of itself. And then it got even worse when they fucking tried to deny that there was even a gang list, that we were even on the gang list. So they were trying to justify their reasons for not marching rather than just saying what they really felt. Like they were just trying to come up with fake statistics. Yeah, it was the way that they did that shit though, and continue to do so. I mean, like when Twisted fucking left and people started asking why, they ended up, like, I think it was Paul that ended up actually saying that if they didn't leave, then Twisted would not be able to be Twisted. You know, see, Shield is going heel and Seth and Roman are champs. Dean needs a title. I think WWE will introduce another mid card title for each brand. Well, I wouldn't say mid card, but maybe tiery. Like, what is it? Tertiary? Unless they do Dean versus Braun for Money in the Bank, and that leads to Dean heel turn. I don't think that Dean's going to do a heel turn. If he does, then the other guys are going to do a heel turn as well. Either which way, like right now, I'm glad I'm glad to see the Shield back. I love the Shield. But they're treating the Shield a little bit differently than they did, like, with the whole DX thing. Because the DX would be around for a couple of years, and then they disappear for a couple of years, and then they come back for a couple of years. And then, fucking Triple H would do a swerve and fucking attack Shawn Michaels. The drama has created hours of entertainment for me. Oh, it has as well. I mean, it's got its perks, like the whole thing with the whole thing going on with Chuck and the Juggernaut-y, the birth of Juggernaut-y and shit like that. All of this shit's fucking entertaining as of right now. And and like I said before, I think that, yeah, exactly. And I think that because of all of this stuff, we've been able to interact with a lot of other Juggalos, and on top of that, like, we've been able to create our own brands with a lot of the ideas that we all spit amongst each other. And then there's also, like, Lakeland Lunacy, who has really helped out a lot too. See, I've heard rumors of Roman, Dean, and Rollins at Mania for the title. Now that would be fucking awesome. To see that kind of a triple threat match, that would be the shit. But okay, I'm actually creeping up to about an hour here, being online. I'm probably going to have to dip out soon, because I am a little hungry, and I do definitely need to get some sleep. Let's see. Birth of the Juggernaut-y is a good album name. We might need to tell Maximum that shit. Buffer anyone? Buffer this pickle, motherfucker. Like, I'm not seeing buffer on my end. That might be your Juggalo internet. But, alright. Sure, I'll take one. I'm still waiting for the M&E blow-up doll pre-orders. Oh, that's fun. That's fucking great. Oh, dude, that's fucking terrific. That's fucking great. Still waiting for the M&E blow-up doll pre-orders. This motherfucker. Oh, damn, dog. Fucking A. It's a good thing I wasn't taking a hit or fucking drinking my Faygo. Otherwise, that shit would have come out my nose. I'd be coughing up a lung. Tell you, man, y'all fucking people. Shit you not. Let's see what else we got. All right, so yeah, that's basically all the fucking talk that I've got going on for right now. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now, so I'm gonna head up out of here. Travis, I will hit you up as soon as I can. We'll get into discussion talking about what we need to talk about. But until next time, like, comment, share, rate, subscribe, fucking hit the bell for the notification. Remember that you can also drop off a Streamlab offline. Check out my fucking t-shirt line and everything. Become a patron. Help support the channel. And with that being said, I'm KreyzMcKormik and I'm out this motherfucking bitch. Deuces.